Hello everyone, welcome back to Learning for Fun. In this series, Math for Fun, we teach you tips and tricks to make math easier. Okay, so now for the answers to the previous follow-up questions. 4, 5, b1 is a multiple of 3. Find the lowest value of b. The lowest value of b is 2. And now for the second one, find a number less than 100, a multiple of 3, a multiple of 5, odd, and the sum of its digits is odd. The answer to that is 45. If you got different answers, if you want to go back and learn that concept, you can watch the last video. But today we're going to be covering perfect, abundant, and deficit numbers. In today's lesson, we are going to be learning about perfect, abundant, and deficit numbers. But before we do that, we need to learn about a notation first. The notation is this: S parentheses hashtag. Hashtag stands for the number that you want to find this function of. So to do this, you have to find all the divisors of that number and then you have to add them up. That's it. It's pretty simple. First, we will be looking at perfect numbers. A perfect number is one that when you add up all of its divisors, it equals the number itself. So let's look at some examples. Let's do 6 and 28. So for the divisors of 6, the divisors of 6 are 1, 2, and 3. So when you add them up, it's 6. So that's a perfect number. The divisors of 28 are 1, 2, 4, 7, and 14. And when you add those up, it equals 28. So that's why those are perfect numbers. Next up are abundant numbers. Abundant numbers are ones that when you add up its divisors, the resulting number will be greater than the number itself. So let's look at a few examples. Let's take 18 and 24. So let's write it in this notation. So S of 18 would equal 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 9. And then so when we take its sum, the sum is actually going to be greater than 18. 9 plus 6 is 15. 15 plus 3 is 18. So that's already 18. Plus another 3 is 21. So that's why 18 is an abundant number. Now for 24. S of 24 equals 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus 12. So now this, we can just look at it and see that 8 plus 12 is 20. 20 plus 4 plus 6 is 30. 30 plus 6 is 36, which is greater than 24. Therefore, 24 is also an abundant number. Now for the last one, deficit numbers. Deficit numbers are those that when you add up its divisors, the divisors equal less than the number itself. So let's look at a few examples. Let's say 22 and 34. So when we take S of 22, 22's divisors are 1, 2, and 11. So then when you add them up, that's 14. Now 14 is less than 22, and therefore 22 is deficient. Now let's look at S of 34. S of 34 will be 1 plus 2 plus 17, which equals 20, and 20 is less than 34, which means 34 is also deficient. Now it's important to note that the number itself will not be counted as its own divisor. Otherwise, all the numbers would be abundant. Here are some follow-up questions that you can take to make sure you learn the concept well. The first one is, how many prime numbers are also perfect numbers? You can also do this question with a variant, which is how many prime numbers are abundant numbers. Now the second one is, what are the following numbers? 112, 496, and 49. Are these numbers abundant, deficit, or perfect? So post your answers to these questions in the comments, And remember, this is the channel where we teach you magic tricks with an X to make math easier. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.